Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode, and today I'm going to be reviewing set 75333, Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. This set costs £25 and was released on the 1st of August 2022. Right now it doesn't have a retire date, but I would assume it to be around 2023 or 2024. So I will definitely get this set before then because it's a really good set. It has 3 minifigures and, or if you include the droid, and a really cool Starfighter. I'm going to show you the first minifigure, which is called R4P17. It's lots of awesome detailing with a red head, which is different because most astromech droids, which is what this is R2D2, and there's not many different variants of astromech droids, especially in newer sets. So this is a very cool droid to get. It has 360 head printing with lots of details. Its torso print is awesome. It's got lots of details of red and silver details, but no details in the back, unfortunately. So you're only going to really see the front of it. It's very detailed and it looks amazing. Its legs move back and forth, and its head you have to take off to move it from side to side if you want to. But I just like to keep it facing forward. So that's how it looks best. Then it moves on to the most important minifigure of it. Well, if you don't include that minifigure, because it's the name, it was what this set's named after, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is actually a really cool mold and print for this minifigure. He's got robes and this like he's got like the normal Jedi robes, but it's a printed like piece on top of that, which is normally just a cape, but now they've made it like printed, which looks really cool. Really like it. There's lots of detail with a silver piece there and all the folded fabric. There's a little bit of back printing with the creases, and this face print is awesome. He looks a bit nervous, which is and a bit curious, and with his eyebrow raised, because this is depicting the scene in episode 2 when he goes on to Camino. That's why there's Camino in this set. He goes into Camino and he's really curious and questioning everything. He's got a really cool hairpiece, which looks just like his hair did in that film. And he's got like a Jedi Starfighter like head piece with like a microphone on it, which looks like the film because you see it in the film. He also has a very cool beard and he looks really cool. He has a lightsaber, which has a feature in the build where you can put that somewhere. It also has leg printing, which looks really cool, and I really like this minifigure. It also has this piece here, which has been included in quite a few other sets, but it's really cool. Basically, it's like because there's been an older version of this kind of piece with it's like a hood, where it's like a hood, but this one looks better and looks more realistic when you put it on. So it like goes with, it's the same color as the overalls, and the over piece of fabric he's wearing, which looks really cool and it blends in really well. It looks really interesting and it's a good print, or good mold even, and it looks really cool, and I really like this piece. But I normally take it off because I normally display him in the Starfighter, and he doesn't wear the cape the hood in the Starfighter. Then this is one of the most anticipated parts of this set, because we've got episode 2 Obi-Wan Kenobi's before, but we've never got Camino in before. She's Ton Wei, which is one of the most famous Kaminoans. It's got really cool printing and molding. These prints on the front, which display his torso with all these like details with her waist and things. Then it's got like a skirt print, which is a cool skirt mold. I really like this skirt mold because it looks a lot better than the cone piece they used to use in the older sets. It's more curved. It's also used in Princess Leia. It's got cool back printing with all these details for the skirt, and a cool back print with the details which go from the front to the back. Looks very good and really realistic to the Star Wars universe. It has this cool like long neck which is in blue and this cool. It looks way different to any other minifigure head I've seen. This tape comes off instead of, and it's just normal minifigure torso and just a different head. It looks really cool and looks really detailed with the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the head, no hair, and you just put it on and yeah, it turns and it looks really cool. This is the first ever Camino Ren minifigure we've gotten so far out of Star Wars, which is why most people have bought this set. And I really liked it because of the Starfighter and all the minifigures included. So this set is a must buy for people who want to build like a Camino and Mark, like a Mark and Camino with all these minifigures or all these Caminoans running around. So they don't have to buy custom figs, they can just buy loads of these and replace the legs, make male ones and things like that. So that's a very good minifigure, especially for a set of only £25. Now I'm going to move on to the main part of the set, which is the Starfighter itself. This Starfighter is quite large for its size and it has a landing foot. This part doesn't like come in, it just like sits there so it can like stabilize, but this landing foot can like turn this way and turn this way like it does in the films. It's very detailed with all these detailing like the dark red and green and white, which is also in the LA80 sets with all these cool details. It's got two newer style of these stud shooters. The older stud shooters looked a bit worse and I prefer the look of these. They work the same as a newer stud shooter. You push this down and it flies out like that. You couldn't really see that then because I didn't want to have it fly away, but it just flies out and it goes everywhere. It's quite annoying to find these pieces back. But anyway, I really like this set and especially with those details. It's also got these sticker details they didn't have to add, but I really like they did. And it is practically down the middle. Where you build the set, it's very identical. You build the middle first and then you build the two wings. And these wings don't like move, but they're very sturdy. Like you could hold it up by its wing and like move it around and it wouldn't move anywhere. It's mainly because of all these like Technic pieces, but more Technic. It's like two Technic things in each wing to make it secure. And it's really sturdy and the building process was very fun. It also got the Republic signia on there and more on the back because it's Republic craft, which the Jedi just use. And it's got more green detailing up here. It's quite large, as you can see in my hands. Compared to a minifigure, this is very good money. Very good stuff for only £25. It's very big for what I would normally expect for a Starfighter. And also there's a place to put the minifigure for the pilot. So you have to put the landing foot down. And then you basically get the Jedi, you take the lightsaber off because it can't fit in there with a lightsaber. And if I was displaying this set in the cockpit, I would turn the head around so it has the mouth like a mouthpiece, and puts her back on because he's wearing her in the cockpit in the film. Then you put his feet up and things like that, and it's got one stud like securing him, which doesn't really secure him that well, but it's just like a place to put it. And yeah, it's a place to put his hands like that, and it's got a cool like a headrest, and this comes down and it fits it perfectly. Then you pull that up and then he's displayed in the fighter and it looks very good. It's her. There you go. And it looks just like the film. Another detail is this lightsaber. Normally on these sets, you just put put them out the side and then you ignore them. But this set knows that you have to put these somewhere to not like lose them, because I've lost many lightsabers just putting them down and then ignoring them or forgetting about them. So we have 2 holders here for guns or lightsabers to put in there, and then it secures it, and then you can play with it, and you won't lose it because you just look at the bottom. Which is a very good detail to add. Really cool. I really like that detail, and I think it's a lot of attention to it. And I like Lego including the fact that you have somewhere to put the things we add to the set. So there's also a place to put the astromech droid, because in the film you can see the head of the astromech droid popping out the wing, moving it around, talking to them, or not talking, like beeping to them. So the way you put them in is you take the head off it, put it there, then you take this, because this is removable, this entire piece is removable, a place there to put the body of the astromech droid. And also another side note is that this set comes with a lot of stickers, more than you would expect for this set, because almost every detail is a sticker, which is quite annoying, but it's just something you have to deal with now in Lego, because they don't really print pieces anymore. You have to have loads of stickers. So you put that there, and you just hide it with this piece, because I don't think they could have made it so you can just fit the entire astromech droid into like a brick and 1 stud of space. It wouldn't make any sense. So they had to compromise and come up with this plan, which is quite a good idea. When you take its head and you put something to this like element which turns, so you can turn its head, which is also which is also a positive. So you can actually turn its head like it does in the films. Other versions of these kind of sets would have a hole there in the wing which you can just place the minifigure down, which might sound good, but then you can't turn its head like this. You can't turn its head like that. So it has negatives and positives, but I prefer this kind of way of doing it. And I also like you cannot tell that this is like separate until you like take it out. And it has lots of space in there to put the minifigure. I think this is just a side minifigure. You just leave that on the side, because I think we just added it so that it would have 3 minifigures on the box, so more people would buy it, and it would have a better price. Also, in the episode 2 Attack of the Clones film, there's a scene when this fighter is in Tatooine, and I think it's also when he's in Camino. There's a scene, 2 scenes where he has like a not solar panel, like a I can't remember what it's called, but it like spins and it helps him like transmit to the Jedi. The only other negative to this set would be, apart from the stickers, would be that there's nowhere to put this. So let's leave it on the side. That ends this review, and if you like these kind of videos, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.